When building a Bimini Twist, start with about a 4-foot piece of monofilament. Here I'll be using white string because it shows up easier on the camera. Fold the tag end over a couple of feet, whatever is a comfortable loop for you to work with. I insert my left hand into that loop and begin to twist. The number of twists you make depends on your own preference. I usually make 21 because that's how I was taught. 21 is a good number to work with. Once this loop is formed, you need to place it over some structure in which you can snug it, and most of us use our knee. Once you have the loop over your knee, the way we prefer to do it is to work the index finger of our left hand in between the apex of the loop, pulling the tag end out tight to the right, and then like pulling the trigger of a gun, that compresses those coils. At this point, release tension on your right hand, allowing the loop, or allowing the tag to start walking back over the loop until you reach the apex of that loop. At this point, we need to finish the knot, which can simply be done by a half hitch lock over one leg, and then a half hitch lock over the opposite leg. That locks the knot in place so that it won't come undone on you. Here's a close-up of our method of compressing these coils. Again, using the index finger of my left hand, acting like pulling a trigger of a gun. That compresses the coils. By releasing the pressure on the right hand, the tag end, you can see that the tag begins to crawl backwards up and over those coils, and you allow it to crawl clear back up to the apex of the knot. Then putting in your half hitches will secure that knot to keep it from coming undone. One half hitch would do that. We prefer to put in a half hitch on each leg. To finish the knot, we take the tag end and wrap it around the two legs of the loop, making basically a locking knot. You can go through that locking procedure 3 times in one loop like this to snug down, or the other way to lock off this knot would be to do a series of single half hitches around the two standing legs of the loop. So if you do one single half hitch, go around again, single half hitch, and we usually go around 3 times with a single half hitch. Either of those methods will allow this knot to be locked. That establishes your Bimini Twist with the long loop. This loop is useful in many situations in fishing. The way we like to use it in our situation is to cut the loop open, furl the 2 legs of the loop, and then put in a perfection loop. That's the procedure we use for making the tippets for our leaders, and I'll go through that next. Go. Once we've built a Bimini Twist, and this is a knot created in an actual piece of mono so we can show you the finishing process, we cut open the loop, creating 2 separate legs, and then we just furl those 2 legs in much the same way we do when building our leaders without jigs and tools. Once we've furled those 2 legs together, which creates a coiled single strand, at this point then, we simply tie in a perfection loop, cut the tag, and that creates our connection for our tippets for our leaders. We have the perfection loop in a doubled strand, the Bimini Twist, which is a 100% knot, and that leaves our single strand tag, which can be used for our class tippet. And this fairly well guarantees that your class tippet will be your weak break strength. This type of tippet formation in conjunction with our leaders makes a very good leader system.